Morning! Day 3 was tough. We got up at 4:45. I'd had a horrendous night with Delhi belly, and Gemma was in the throes of really bad illness. So here we are in a taxi, really early in the morning. Traffic was so bad at 5:30 in the morning that we ended up getting out and running ourselves to the station. Now the station on the outside looks well fancy, on the inside not so much. And of course our train was not listed. This is us going to the platform. Just to torture Gemma, I made us walk about 10 carriages too far. Oops. But we finally found the seats. And this is it, pretty swish. Next stop is in 400 and something kilometers, and it was 6 a.m. And then the free stuff started happening. Free papers. Random, enormous death notice. Oh, and then they started handing out roses. So fancy. And smelled really good. Gemma assumed they were fake then. And then we got water. Gemma's reading paper, but she's smart. And then I got coffee. And Gemma got a chai tea. She didn't drink the chai tea because she can't hold anything down. And then India started to appear from the mist. And then what also started to appear from the mist was all of the frickin' poverty in India. The poverty is pretty horrendous, to be honest. That's a tough watch. But then we got cornflakes. I don't eat cornflakes, but that's fine. Oh, and then we got a tray of E-numbers, which was great at that hour of the morning. And then more poverty, is people practically living in a bush with their animals. And the men. And then more food, because breakfast isn't over yet. So that's some sort of roti, and then this is some sort of like curried potato thing, croquette, and then I got coffee. Then Gemma still asleep, so I obviously filmed myself. Oh, and then a man walked past me, and then no one made a big deal of it, but he's holding an AK-47, so I followed him. In case he was up to no good. Turns out he's the army. And then more poverty. There we go, animals at the side of the train tracks, which is pretty normal in India. And here is a tent city, which is, yeah, awful. Anyway, here's a train. It made me panic about our train back because if you look, it looks like a prison ship and it was stuffed full of people. So I'm now panicked about our trip back because I think we're booked onto one of these, which is awful. Gemma fell asleep again. Cue Gemma asleep. Gemma's not very well. And then we got this weird ass instant tomato soup, which was kind of cool. And then here's the lunch that actually tasted amazing, but I dropped on the floor. Indian countryside, more poor people, because that's what I do now, I film poor people. Yeah, that's the train. Oh my god, this was Varanasi train station. I actually was so overwhelmed by, it looks cool, but the amount of people and the pushing. And at this point, I had started to feel unwell. That's the outside. So you can see, I'm very unhappy. Very unhappy. We were getting lots of attention and lots of scammers. Because Varanasi is so old, we were met by bag handlers, and then we began to walk the longest walk of our lives. Gemma was feeling really horrendous at this point, so I lied to her and told her it was a 5-minute walk. It was a 25-minute walk. Whoops. It's very pretty though. I've noticed now though, when you are with men, people leave you alone. When you're not with men, you are harassed through the streets and it gets really tiresome and overwhelming. But look how cool Varanasi is, eh? I was in such a bad mood yesterday, I didn't really take it all in, but yeah, we're still walking. Following this man, like a camel. Still walking. And of course there's traffic down these streets, of course there are, because it's India. Still walking. And we're still walking. At this point, I thought Gemma was going to murder me. Whoops. The smells in Varanasi are quite wild, so you either get incense or you get the smell of overwhelming shite, because all the sewer drains are open and just run across the streets. You can't get that from a video though, but I just thought you should know. Yeah, we're still walking. Gemma's at her food poisoning max here. We're still walking. And then, huzzah! Around the corner. But look, my first monkey. Hi, monkey. He didn't give a shit about me, but I cared. And then we reached the hotel, finally. It's a pretty mediocre hotel, as you can see. Pretty Indian. They were very nice though, very nice men. And then Gemma opened the balcony doors. And there's the Ganges. Finally. And then we died. So there's no more footage of Varanasi because we both died from food poisoning, or Delhi belly as it's also known. But here's some nice pictures of Varanasi and the boats and the people. But that's all I got. Oh, and then monkeys. There are monkey neighbours. We were told we can't keep our doors open because they come in. I think that'd be kind of fun. I died and we never left the room again. So not the greatest start to our Varanasi trip, but hopefully tomorrow will be a brighter day.